Last time on High School DnD.
We got a high guys, they're coming.
So they approach the group and they have their swords drawn and whatnot, and they're like, "Hey, state your business here. You don't look like the peasants of Kiyosishe."
It's because we're not peasants.
Yeah.
We're not peasants.
We're adventurers.
We're a traveling band of royal adventurers. We're royalty.
Sounds like troublemakers to me. King
Absolutely.
Takahiro would not be pleased with this.
We mean no harm. We just want to pass through.
King Takahiro?
If you pass through, you have to pay the dues.
What are the dues?
Hero.
We know him.
He invited us.
So,
Else we wouldn't be here.
King Takahiro doesn't take visitors.
We're here about
And how we here?
the
We are here
murder?
to what are the dues?
Wait.
You gotta pay the taxes. King Takahiro demands that everyone pays their dues.
Just out of curiosity,
Dino hearing that, he's starting to get really mad.
if we pay, you let us go, and we can just do whatever we want?
Is it like an income tax, or are we talking like a property tax?
Or is it a one-time flat payment?
Taxes.
Like, what?
They're saying some big words here.
There's a government in this event dimension too?
How about I pay you the tax of, and I just like draw my bow, one arrow through the head.
I have the pleasure to present to you.
Hey, it's Tyler, and check your pockets because I'm playing Kai and Manny.
I'm Yuichi Akagai, the wielder of the Hellblade.
Hey, what's up, guys? I'm Joanna. I'm playing Toramika. She's a paladin from the slums of Kamagaski.
Hello, everybody. I'm Ross, and I'm playing Higashi Dihnyu, also known as Dino, to his friends.
Hey, I'm Paul. This is Leo, and we're playing Ryuji and Junpei in High School DnD.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of High School D&D. I'm your GM Rob. In our last session, everyone took a moment and prepared themselves for the inevitable, traveling back to the Astroverse and confronting the world that is Takahiro's mind. Well, students, pay attention. Class is now in session. You want to
Right.
fight, is it?
Maybe it might be time to try.
Them are some initiative words.
Oh, man.
Are we going to roll for initiative, Rob? First initiative of this campaign?
What?
Oh, man.
For initiative.
Okay,
The words that always start a fight. Wow, these rolls are so low. I want to go back to the cheat dice. I miss them.
I know you bake those dice.
They're metal.
I had a player bake some dice once. He baked them on the wrong side. he put the one on top. He made the 20 side heavier.
Oh, that's what you deserve.
What's this baking?
You microwave them like for a couple seconds.
Oh, no, he put them in the oven for like 15 minutes at 200 or something, yeah.
And then you put them 20 side up or one side up?
Why are you asking?
I'm just asking for
Do
free.
not endorse cheating by baking one's dice. We're all above that. Even Tyler.
Are the trees part of the environment? Can I use them as cover?
yes. So you
Yuichi
guys
over-
set?
Yeah.
I guess
all right.
Move
I'm
over.
behind Toramika since I just like got tripped and got back up.
First up is Dino. So these guards, they see you drawing your bow and they all like pull out their swords if they didn't already have it. And the ones in the back are these like freaky looking, they're like
Nice.
these dudes with like masks on, with like freaky looking masks. Actually, Ryuji, these masks look almost familiar to you.
Okay. Good to know. Okay.
All right. So Dino is gonna like look down at Toramika and Ichi, and he's gonna like start like telling them to like fan out like this, and then like move forward after he makes his move. Hopefully they're looking and paying attention because he's gonna jump down from the tree on that first dude. Like we'll get like up in there, and then he's gonna do a jump onto this guy right here. He's gonna try and grapple him.
He's like standing ready, like staring Kai and Mika, like looking at both of them, and then like you just pop out of nowhere, and he's like, as you like fall towards him.
It like bear hugs him.
Oh, there's another one. All right, so he's gonna try and break free of your grapple. Oh, whoops! It's the first one. 15.
Ain't going nowhere.
He breaks
balls.
free. And
He's going somewhere.
he's just gonna rotate around.
Oh, I wish I had sent more already.
He move out of your reach. Toramika.
I'll run all the way up to him then, and then use my Warhammer.
Yeah.
And that hits.
Sweet.
So now in the chat, you just click Warhammer one-handed. There you go. And that gives you damage.
Oh, that's awesome.
Okay, so with that, describe how you kill him.
Go.
Oh, sweet. So I just pull out this like orange Warhammer. What's this? Swing at him from the side.
He's just like, and like his like face collapses in, and then he like just like evaporates into thin air.
Did y'all see that?
So cool.
Holy shit!
This other guard, seeing his buddy get smacked, he's gonna move up to Mika, and he'll be like, "She killed one of the king's guards. Get her!"
Nice.
And his spear just slides off of your shield. One of those guys in the back, he's going to like put his hands together and start doing like these crazy like movements and gestures, and he is going to send a sacred flame at Ryuji. Dex save, Ryuji.
Ryuji.
Hey.
Nice. He's just like Hagawa-sanda, Hagawa-sanda.
I think Ryuji is having a bit of like a Neo in the Matrix moment right now. You know that the scene in the Matrix where they show all the bullets at him and he's just kind of looking at him?
Yeah.
I think Ryuji says to himself, I know Kung Fu. kind of taps it a little bit on the way back, on the way out.
Yeah. And then he's going to move here. The other guy is going to use Bless. He's going to use it on this guard, and the other acolyte. And then he'll move here.
Actually, you know what? I kind of like the cover I have right now. So I'm just gonna sit here. You know, I'm already holding my bow, and I just let one fly.
Which one?
Does it matter? Just this guard.
Yeah, it doesn't.
I'm just sitting here and just going like, this isn't how I thought it would work. So I guess, we're new in these bodies, and I'm just kind of like, think back to when I was like in scouts, back in America, and I'm like, hey, they taught me how to shoot a bow. I spent more time in the rifle range. I'm just kind of like, I close the wrong eye and it just like shoots off the wrong direction. I'm like, oh yeah, radar dominant. And I get the next one ready.
Ryuji.
Okay, Ryuji is gonna look at his hands and notice that when he like flexes his hands, he's able to like make little fire particles appear around them. So he's gonna try and cast his first fire bolt.
Oh shit.
He's looking at him, and he's not going to try and Kamehameha because he thinks only a nerd would try and do that first, but he's still going to try and do his thing at them. Oh, by the way, he's shooting the guy next to Dino.
So, like, as your hands are sizzling, everyone can kind of hear, like, those guys in the back, and they're just like, what? The Seraphim?
And Ryuji definitely, like, strikes a pose and gives, with his fire bolt.
That hits.
Oh, okay, man. Ooh. Max damage on my first firebolt.
Nice. So he's just like, and he's just like, like standing there next to Dino, like yelling in Dino's ears. Ichi.
Ichi's gonna charge us straight forward and hit the guy with his great sword.
Oh shit.
Yeah, 17. Does that
Nice.
hit him?
Yep.
7 slashing damage.
So he went up and like his spear like clinked against Toramika's shield, and she's like in a defensive pose, like after bonking the shit out of that dude. And then like he turns and sees like this big ass demon thing running up to him.
I have great weapon fighting. Can I re-roll that 1 on the damage?
Yes.
So add 3 to it. So 10 slashing damage.
Nice. So yeah, he's just like, ah! And he's like barely keeping himself up.
Like Toramika can see like Ichi is like, yo, like this look on his face like, I'm so cool.
Like,
Yeah.
Looking good, Ichi.
Thanks.
Manny yells out.
You guys are doing great. Keep it up.
Thanks, Manny.
Dino's turn.
Dino's gonna hit the dude next to him with one of these.
Nice. Describe how you kill him.
Oh, nice. So as he's flailing around because he got hit with that firebolt, like as he's doing it, Dino like catches his arm in such a way, and then he like does that cool like martial arts maneuver where like he has him like in an arm bar where the back of his neck is like on the back of Dino's knee, and he just like, and it just like snaps his neck,
Nice.
and then he just like. And then I guess he'll move too.
All right, Mika.
gonna use her Warhammer again. Give this guy another whack.
That does not hit. She goes to whack him. After getting like sliced by Ichi, he kind of like rolls back a little bit to like dodge the other attack, trying to like save his own life.
I think I'll stay put.
Okay.
Get that on my turn.
So then that guard, he'll turn and try and slice at Ichi, or not slice. He'll try to stab with his spear. Cha. Get back, Seraphim filth. This guy right here is going to try to club Dino. You come running up, and he kind of freaks out a little bit, and he's just like, book.
Ah, my ass.
One bludgeoning damage. The other acolyte in the back, he is going to Sacred Flame at Kai. Oh, shit.
Oh!
Well, there's that high roll, Tyler.
Nice.
And you wasted it on 2 damage.
So it's like,
I'm already behind the trees, so it's just like I see like this light and like some of the leaves are burning, and I just basically sidestep and just as the laser hits the ground next to me. And then I have my bow out.
and it's your turn.
I'm gonna just keep doing what rangers do best sometimes, and shoot the boy in here.
That hits.
Pow!
Describe how you kill him.
I guess while they're all like swinging around him. So yeah, I dodge out of the way, and then you just see me flick another arrow in there, and I'm just like, and just right into his eye. And I'm like, cool!
He falls over.
Hey guys,
and just
maybe we should keep one for interrogating. And I'm just like, readying my next shot. I will move though. I have just the weirdest idea. So I'm pissed off at the guy as he like shoots me. So I like run 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and I'm not quite there. And I'm just like thinking like, damn it, I wish I was over there. Then whoop, I teleport over there.
That guy wasn't the one that shot at you, by the way.
I couldn't tell. It came from the sky.
Ryuji.
Okay, I got one question. Are these rocks?
You know what? Why not?
All right.
Look like rocks to me.
I know what's happening.
Ryuji's moving up to in front of this tree, and on the way there, he grabs a rock, and he's casting Catapult.
Oh, shit.
You see, he's testing this out. He picks up the rock. He tries to telekinesis this, and at first he kind of, and then he realizes how lame he looks, and then he kind of tries to draw the rock near him. I don't believe the rock actually gets picked up, right? He didn't use Mage Hand, but he definitely tries it. And in the end, he picks up the rock and hurls it at the back acolyte right here.
Man, that's intense.
Oh, shit.
Nice.
When you throw this rock, Like, is it like magically catapulted? Like you want to describe how this happens? And then when you do so, also describe to me how you kill him.
Okay, so Ryuji sees this rock, and he attempted to pick this up with the telekinesis, didn't work, so he's like, I'll chunk a rock. He grabs a rock, and as he goes to the backswing, he feels like magic surging through his arm and everything, and you can see that meme that, oh yeah, it's all coming together. And he kind of makes that face. He looks at him and he chunks the rock, and you can kind of see like the trails of the magic, the arcane magic that influenced the rock throw flying through it. And I imagine the camera circling the rock, and this rock hitting its acolyte right in the gut and pouncing him backwards and kind of like pinning him to one of the trees behind him or something, and possibly crushing his internal organs.
And then he evaporates.
Possibly explodes. Maybe.
Immediately, your dad saying, I could teach you how to throw, son. You could join the baseball team. Crosses your...
Ryuji is filled with determination.
Ichi
is going to run up next to Dino and go, I agree with Kai. We should keep one of these guys for interrogation. Do that grapple thing. And then I'm going to use the help action to help Dino next time he goes to grapple to give him advantage.
Nice.
So just kind of like harrying the guy and like kind of being a distraction to let Dino, do his thing.
Serve him, Phil. I'll tell you nothing.
Yeah, you're stupid.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and grapple him. There's my athletics.
So it's like,
Yeah, you're not getting away that easy.
Okay, Toramika.
Yes. She's kind of like recovering from her last failed swing, and she's going to use Divine Sense as an action.
They are not celestial, fiend, or undead.
Are they evil?
That's not necessarily what that does, but they are definitely desecrated, like corrupted.
But like, can she use that for like anything else that might be around, not just them?
Yeah.
Since we kind of have our one guy.
This area, I guess, plane, doesn't reek necessarily of anything like that, except there's like one central point to the east of you guys that is definitely like feeling like there's some sort of desecration going on.
Does Ichi show up? Ichi's technically half fiend, right?
Fiendish blood, right?
I guess.
Like kind of not like
technically
super.
All of you are registering.
But she would know that it's like them.
Yeah.
She'd be able to, yeah. So she's going to move up here.
The acolyte's going to try and break free, but he does not break free. Kai.
Better start talking, or otherwise we're going to put down the hurt.
I'll never spill anything to you.
All right, I'm just going to like pull out one of my long swords and just kind of hold it up to his, crotch. Are you sure that's the route you want to take?
He spits in your face.
Unfortunate. And I guess I'll go ahead and just... Oh, that was a short sword.
All right. Don't tell me that's going to be non-lethal and you're going to cut his dick off.
It's piercing. I'm going to stab his dick off.
Yeah.
And yes, it is going to be non-lethal because I'm not very persuasive.
So he's just like,
Cuthbert Johnson!
Sorry.
That actually didn't do enough, though.
Good. So, non-lethal.
We're going to torture this poor guy and continuously chop.
Oh.
Ryuji.
What? I thought that would make him talk.
Let's see. Ryuji is going to take a chance to use... I'm going to move up. I'm going to go for message. Start pointing at his ears and saying to him...
How do you cast this? You do it with a short piece of copper.
So Ryuji starts twisting one of his bracelets. He notices as he twists his bracelet, he kind of feels the energy, is his personal aura, if he might feel kind of connecting with the world around him.
Through his third eye.
Yeah, exactly, through his third eye. So he's sort of playing with his bracelet and pointing at, the acolyte in front of us, starts telling us, Tell them what you know. This is your god. You'll be dying soon anyway. You're dying. Your mission has always been for this. Do you really want to be on the side of evil?
Oh man. Okay, so
Nice.
Tell them everything you know.
Epiales. You speak to me. Epiales. Why would I speak to the seraphim?
My child, you are a seraphim. You were always meant to help them.
No.
Did you not notice you were a little more powerful than the rest of the acolytes?
What happened to us waking the sleeper? What happened to us ending the pain?
That is no longer your mission. Your mission is to help the other seraphim.
That was your mission, though. That was your purpose. That is why he dreamed of you, was to wake him.
The sleeper needs not be awakened. Tell me more about this mission I sent you on. Remind me what a loyal subject you are. You are about to die.
This has to be a deceit. This has to be... are you testing me, Epiales? I think you are.
Very smart. You understand. However, these seraphim are destined to awaken the sleeper. They know not yet that on their journey they will falter, and because of their misinformed and possibly undereducated actions, they will awaken the sleeper. You must help them along the way, so evil may eventually.
I cannot work with them. They are the pawns of Fantasos.
Enjoy the 9 hells, boyo.
Is that our cue? I look at Ichi. I look at Ichi, I'm like, is that our cue?
Ichi draws a sword, points at the guy's throat, and he's like, "Tell me what I want to know."
Oh yeah, that was a little whisper message. So,
Die, you filthy seraphim! And he tries to wiggle free again.
Yelling at him, trying to intimidate him with this stupid ass voice. You will die slowly and painfully. Take the great sword and then just hit him with a pommel.
So you knock him out.
Yeah, we all have.
I think I do.
I have ropes somewhere in my backpack somehow. And then I would like to loot the bodies too, because
They disappeared.
There are no bodies.
What? God, no, no, this is the one thing I wanted in my. I'm sifting through the grass where the bodies would be. What? There's gotta be something here, and I just start
Emmanuel goes and he puts his rat hand on your shoulder, and he's like,
They're not even real. They're just shadows of his cognition.
There's gotta be something here to steal.
Why is this normal?
Did the one that I was just grappling when he got knocked out, did he disappear as well?
he's not.
I'm gonna rummage through his pockets.
He doesn't really have much. He just has a few spell components and whatnot.
That would be the first person I tried to steal if he was there.
Well, he's in my arms right now, so I'll take out the spell components and I'll toss them over to Ryuji because he'll probably have better use of them than me.
I'm gonna grab them and add them to my bracelets.
Does he at least have a cool belt or something?
He was wearing robes.
They're mine now.
He had the mask.
Oh,
he had that
cool.
mask.
I bet you I could sell this for money.
And the mask has these weird tentacle looks on them.
Ew.
It's almost like it's like a squid mask.
Takehiro's into some freaky shit.
So you just stripped this guy completely naked right in front of us.
When you rip the mask off of him, he does dissolve.
The mask stays though, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Guys, this is some weird stuff going on. These must be parts of Takahiro's spirit. I think we should head east. I said something.
All I say is I'm shoving the robes on is these don't fit at all.
Well, Ryuji, you may know that those guys with the masks may not be like those guards.
Yeah, and I mentioned to the rest of the party, I've seen those masks before. Those are what I called nightmare squids for about 7 months of my life before I learned what a real nightmare squid looked like.
What?
Yeah.
But when you see like a real nightmare squid, like
I hold the mask up to him.
Don't want to talk about it. Throw them away from me, man.
It's alright.
Ryuji, what did they mean in your dream?
I don't know what they meant, but everyone in my dream was wearing them and chanting, and it didn't sound like squid gurgles. It sounded like demonic rituals. I'm not quite sure what it was.
hi, can I see the mask?
Sure.
Mika puts her hand on Ryuji's shoulder and she says, I know I've never taken you seriously before, and I just want to say I'm sorry.
Okay, excuse me?
I believe you now. I believe everything you said.
Can you just say that again?
She says she believes you, numbskull.
I know, this is the first time in my life that anyone has taken me seriously, and it's just...
I've always believed you, Ryuji.
I've only known you for...
Wait, if Ryuji's right about this, does that mean he's right about other things too?
Dino's gonna walk over to Ryuji and just say, "Don't worry, Ryuji. I still very much don't take you seriously."
Yeah, let's not get too ahead of ourselves.
What else are they dropping on us from the sky? The chemtrails are real.
He's back.
Wait.
Can Ichi put the mask on?
Yeah.
Does anything happen?
No.
We might be able to use this to like sneak in somewhere.
That's precisely what I was thinking, and not to sell it.
Wow,
Clearly,
you are smart.
I'm not the right person to do this.
As the best infiltrator and most charismatic person in this group, I will have that.
What kind of armor does Kai have on?
I was about to say, I think like
It's leather
three
armor.
other people have like way higher charisma than him too.
Oh yeah, no, my charisma's negative, but I am a sneaky boy.
Mika's like, only because I let you, Kai.
I don't need a disguise.
I'm more curious about how far you can get.
I think Ryuji's gonna keep his mouth shut because he agrees with Dino. He wants to see how far this can get.
So I'll take that and I put it on. It still doesn't fit. Damn it. Ryuji, I hate to ask you this because I know that you had that weird thing in your past.
I'll take the mask.
Oh, sure. I was just going to see if you could help me get the robes on, but I guess that makes sense.
I'll take the robes.
He was already wearing robes.
And Ryuji kind of... How does it look, guys? Gurgle, gurgle.
Thanks, I hate it.
So,
That's
real quick,
gotta be a mask of the illithid.
they were calling us Seraphim, and they were worshiping Epialis or something like that. So those are the guys that want to wake up the sleeper, right?
That's what it sounded like.
Now, how does Takahiro fit in this?
They're here, and they're manipulating him.
Oh, and what they're doing here, does that affect him outside?
Right. This
Why don't we
is the
just
point
go
of his
talk to him?
cognition. I think it's not going to be as easy as that.
Quick question. Have we talked about the sleeper before?
Oh, yeah, you missed that. The sleeper was this guy. They said if the bad guys woke him up, basically everything explodes and we all die.
Oh!
That's Kai's like oversimplification of that whole conversation we had. So we don't want that to happen, is what I gathered. Now I'm just spitballing, but maybe we should kind of check out this area and get a law of the land. They said there was peasants, and maybe we can get some information over there before we charge into the big bad boy's house. But I'm not a video game expert, so Ichi?
That's probably the best idea you've ever had, Kai. And you haven't had many.
That's video game 101, yeah. Checks out.
I've been watching Ichi's video game tutorials, so I must say I kind of stole the credit.
You have?
Yeah, I needed something to put me to sleep at night. I think I don't say that out loud.
We would still be happy for the views.
Alright, I guess Dino's gonna climb up a tree and do a little scouting to see get a better lay of the land.
A lot of these trees, like They're huge. It's going to take you a while to climb up it.
While he does that, I'll meditate and get a feel of the land.
Dino, you look about and you can see the top of this massive emerald castle to the east.
I think I found Takahiro's castle.
His castle?
Yeah, over to the east, and then he points.
They did call him King Takahiro.
Think he's a real king in this world?
That's how he sees himself.
Me, if it was my dream world.
You are a king, Ichi.
Oh, thank you.
What's the best way to overthrow a king?
Especially an evil king.
My question is that how he sees the high school?
But do we?
I think we should probably go talk to some of those peasants, see how he treats them.
Is that why they're peasants? Are
I
we
think
peasants?
so.
Am I a peasant?
You see, the impression I got from Takahiro is anything that will make his school look good is someone worth having at the school. So he seems like a very inclusive individual. So if there are peasants about, they must not be his kind of crowd.
Right.
So I'm thinking we should go talk to these peasants and maybe we can get them to overthrow the king.
What if, like, some of the students are the peasants? Like, does he see us as peasants?
Maybe
Sure he does.
Yuichi.
Well,
But I'm sure some people.
if we can barely take over the school and get our way, how are a bunch of peasants going to take over in the whole castle?
Well,
Maybe-
power in numbers, man.
While you guys are all talking, Kai's just like sitting there, like picking up some dirt and licking it, and then like dropping it and watching the way the wind goes. And he seems to not be paying attention to this conversation at all.
I do think it would be wise to go around and get some information. I can sense a deep evil in the
Right.
direction of the castle.
Yeah, it's got some weird vibes coming off of it.
Bad
And
juju.
Dino starts climbing down the trees. I assume he was yelling at them this whole time.
I think they said it's Kyushisai is the name of the village nearby.
Dino, like, kind of scanned to see if a town is...
You
like,
can see
able-
smoke like coming up.
So yeah, he's gonna point off into the north by northeast direction, and he said that's a good place to start, and then he'll start climbing down.
Guys, the land, it speaks to me. Well, I don't know. I'm getting these weird feelings that I don't normally get. It's like,
Ryuji, did you share anything with Kai?
Hey, he won't let me share anything with him. I didn't give him anything.
what are you talking about? Like, look at this over here. This, and he like rips out a root. This is edible. And he just like, tastes like a carrot, but dirty. And do you hear those birds chirping and the deer frolicking around?
Suddenly, Kai's tent makes a lot more sense. Teach me more.
Without even knowing where Dino pointed, I pointed the same direction. You said, all right, the town should be that way, right?
Go check it out for us.
As Fantaso said, these are the soul of the Seraphim. You're all the reborn. You should have their abilities.
Born.
Abilities?
This mean we were somebody else? Somebody else's body and spirit?
No, it's you.
What do you mean?
It's your soul.
I think I know what he's saying. We all are these seraphim people, which are like astral projecty godlike beings, and our physical forms are just vessels in some form of reality. This is our forms in this
So what?
Check out.
reality.
All I can tell you is there's an obvious path that way.
Yeah, I
follow
just
me.
said that.
Okay.
Right. Obvious path, not direction to go.
So,
Just trust me on this one.
everyone begins moving through the forest, heading in that direction. As you come out of the tree line,
May I mention, we can do it at a decent pace, not getting lost. And also, we can move stealthily in a group.
there's like guard caravans moving about the roads, and you guys are completely in cover, moving stealthily. Kai's basically able to keep y'all in maneuvers that keep out of their sight and out of their minds.
Basically, I'm like hearing like birds fly off of trees. And I'm like, guards are that way. And then I just kind of like gesture you guys, and I like duck down behind a tree, and then just keep changing the path every time nature is moving around. I got these cool ranger feats. I just want to use them.
So you come out of the tree line, you can see the village before you, and there are people, all the people in this village, they're all working themselves to the bone. And there's guards all about the village, and they're all pushing these people hard. And you hear them Takahiro demands his dues. Keep working. And if any of you look back to the south, Takahiro's castle is so massive, you can see it clearly from where you're at. There's a single bridge leading to it while it sits on an island in the middle of a moat.
Maybe we should look for like a tavern or something and kind of ask some questions. However, from the looks of it, I don't even know if that's something that there is an option.
I'd say we start fighting these guards. And then they'll call for reinforcements. They draw people out of the castle, and that gives us an opportunity to sneak in.
I mean, we don't know how strong they are, and we were able to take on a couple of them, but how many of them
Not
could
only
there be?
But look at that bridge. Something looks off about it. It's kind of hard to see from here, but it looks like there's some magical energy coming from it. I think Kai was right. We need to ask some questions. We need to find out.
Can we find a smaller group of guards and take them out and then question and help the people that they were hurting?
We need to find someone who wants to defect. Someone who...
Oh, all I'm saying is if I were to throw an uprising, I'd start it at the bar. I don't see anyone here telling me that I can't drink even though I'm underage. And I just start walking over to what looks like a tavern, if there is one.
Yeah. Dino, like, has a very similar feeling, like he finally gives him the face that he probably desperately craves, which is the "you're not wrong" face.
Well, as far as you can tell, there's really no tavern. It seems like the only purpose of this village is for these cognitions, for these shadows, for these individuals, whatever you want to call them, to be working for the purpose of Takahiro. Sitting in the middle of this, just like, it's like kind of like a pin, is this like kid, and he's just sitting there with a stick, and he's like just like drawing things in the mud, and he looks up and sees you all. His eyes kind of look familiar to you all.
I nudge Mika and I'm like, hey, you know how to talk to kids.
Mika moves forward a little bit and she kneels down next to him and says, Hey kid.
Well, what do you want?
What's your name?
Taki.
Hi, Taki. What are you doing sitting here?
Nothing really. He doesn't let me do anything anymore. He doesn't listen to me.
Who is he?
Me.
She looks back at the group.
Dino's eyes widen like dish plates, and he walks over to him and is like, Takahiro?
How do you know my name?
I'm really good with kids.
Well,
what happened?
Dad called me Taki, but now he took over and he made the big castle and he don't listen to me anymore. And these weird guys that came in, now he stays in there with her, the pretty lady, the queen.
Does this pretty lady have a name?
Riku.
What?
Riku?
You say she's a queen?
Wait, no, that's not the
dead girl, is it?
You don't mean princess, you mean queen?
Yeah, the pretty lady. He calls her his queen.
Ew. Okay. So
Is there an adult around? I need an adult.
I think Taki is the adult.
Hey kid, there any good toys in that castle?
No, but
What's in there?
do y'all know any stories? Dad used to tell me stories. He told me one about these little guys who carried this magic ring around. I loved that one.
Ye olde tale, Lord of the Ring.
Oh, is that what it's called? He never told me the name.
Yeah, it's a bard song. It basically, a group of people find this ring and they spend about 9 hours walking through New Zealand to return it.
New Zealand? Are y'all trying to help him get better?
in a way.
Yes.
I'm never
Yes.
saying
Yeah.
it. Do you ever go back and visit the castle?
He put up a barrier on the bridge. He told me I'm not allowed there anymore.
But surely a kid like you found a way around it.
I did,
Yeah?
but he took it from me. It was a cipher stone.
Ah.
Why did he kick you out?
He
Is
said
it
I
because
wasn't.
you didn't like the pretty lady?
He said I wasn't able to make decisions anymore. It was ever since they showed up.
Oh, the acolytes.
The gurgles?
This cipher stone. Where's it come from?
He gave it to Doragon.
Oh,
Where might we find him?
Me and Doragon, we used to be cool. We used to be friends. We'd fly around and have fun, but something changed with Doragon.
Why?
Now he just stays up there, and he points at the top of the peak.
He's up there?
Your friend Doragon, is he, I guess, like
he a
a
dragon,
shadow?
son?
Is he a shadow like these guys?
What do you mean by that?
I kind of like gesture around at all the peasants and guards.
No, he's not like them. He's big, and he has wings. He breathes fire. He's cool. It was kind of like that. It was kind of like that. What's his name? Smaug from the stories.
Oh, yes.
You have to face
The oldie
dragon.
hobbit.
Ye olde halflings. Copyright restrictions.
Is Doragon...
A
is,
halfling story.
somewhere and then back. Is he a nice dragon?
Well, like I said, we used to be friends, but something changed.
You mean like this on my my thingy here?
Yeah, he's like that.
If he
Something
saw
changed.
you, would he be mean to you?
I don't know.
Was he mean to you
I'm
last
not
time you
going
saw
in
him?
there. I'm not going in there. There's things in there, scary things.
Have you guys heard that story about like the lion was being like a little bitch, and it turned out he just like had like a thorn stuck in his hand, and so some kid like pulled it out, and then he was nice again.
Yeah.
Legend of Zelda. That's what it was. Yeah. When there's like a parasite. Yeah, I remember. So you go in there and you hit it 3 times, and then they get cool again. Yeah.
All right.
Maybe Doragon's got one of them things on him.
And maybe we can turn him back.
We're strong. We can take care of the bad things if you take care of Doragon.
I'm scared though.
We can protect you.
He looks at Ichi. You are big, and she looks strong. And
I'm flexing. I got a plus 0 strength.
I don't know. Does anyone want to try to persuade him?
Scare the shit out of this kid.
I'm gonna give him advantage by flexing in the background.
I can persuade him. Or here. Oh no.
I'll let you know this. I know
Balls.
Toramika has a high charisma. So does Ryuji.
I'm assisting whoever
I
does
can-
it by flexing and looking strong.
I can try to persuade him.
All right.
Nice.
I lean down next to him and I'm like, if you stick with us, I promise we'll protect you.
He looks up. I can stay next to you, right? You're not gonna let me get out of your sight, right?
Of course.
But you gotta listen to us, kid.
He looks around at everybody, and then he sees a manual. What's that?
Oh, that's just Manny. Don't worry about him.
Yeah, just don't look at it.
Oh,
You give it attention, it starts
Hey.
talking.
What do you mean by it?
Yeah, what do you mean by it?
Well, like you were like a person, but now you're a rat. So we don't
yeah.
know to like call you like a person. So
I'm just like you, Taki. I'm lost.
Are you a boy or girl? Let's get started with that.
Okay, Professor Oak.
are you talking to Manny?
Yeah, Manny.
What's his name?
Manny.
Boy rat or girl rat? Let's
a
get started
man.
there.
Hey, I'm a guy. I'm a big, strong man.
Well, I couldn't tell because your voice was so high pitched.
Don't you get comfortable in your sleep?
What are you
have
gonna
to
do? Give me
separate
the
you two.
plague?
Gonna have to
Maybe.
separate you two.
This is how we
what
be
you want?
friends, okay?
Is that
this
what
is how
you
we
want?
be friends.
Do you want to be separated? Is that what you want? Because I'll separate you two.
Taki,
We'll end this astral adventure right now. We'll go straight home.
Taki,
Don't make me turn this astral adventure around.
Taki stands up and he holds his hand out to Toramika.
Will you be our guide and help us?
I'll go with you.
I'm like sitting there in my ranger gear, like, come on.
She says, leave him alone. And she takes his hand and puts him next to her shield.
So right whenever like you take his hand and do that, you just hear in the near distance, King Takahiro decrees that the invaders of his fair land will be purged and punished by death. His word is law, his word is sacrament. Praise be to Lord Takahiro. Make this easy on yourselves and surrender to your fate. And another group of guards come walking up to you.
And
That's
go.
our cue. I'm gonna try to stealth real quick.
Dino is gonna walk in front of Taki and like do one of those things where like it pushes him back and like pushes him behind him and takes a protective martial arts pose.
Mika also is going to have her shield guarding Taki.
Guys, I'm gonna hide better this time. I figured out my problem from last time.
Is it the yelling? I think it's the yelling.
Make this easy on yourself and prepare for execution.
Ichi, you'll have to catch us first.
Ichi like pulls out a sword, and is like, "Come and take it."
Don't tread on.
I just so wanted to have
with
this
that,
go easy.
To be continued.